Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and another episode of the Rapture Report. Today, we got some breaking news from Megacity, one that's got the internet in a full-blown seismic tremor. Prepare yourselves, because the very fabric of cinematic justice is about to be reinterpreted. Yes, that's right. A new Judge Dredd film is officially in the works. Fans have been clamouring for it since Karl Urban's incredible turn in 2012. But hold on, because the twist in this tale is so unexpected, it could only come from the mind of a very particular, very quirky visionary. It has been confirmed that the director tapped to bring Judge Dredd back to the big screen is none other than Taika Waititi. Okay, let's unpack that. For those unfamiliar with the brutal, unflinching world of Judge Dredd, let me give you the Cliff Notes version. Created by writer John Wagner and artist Carlos Esquerra for the British anthology comic 2000 AD in 1977, Judge Dredd is the ultimate lawman in a dystopian future. Megacity 1 is a vast, crime-ridden metropolis where judges, who are judge, jury and executioner, all rolled into one, dispense instant, immutable justice. Dredd himself is the epitome of the law. He's cold, unyielding, utterly devoid of personal emotion, and he never takes off his helmet. The comics are renowned for their biting satire on fascism, legal authority, and societal decay, often delivered with a grim, dark humour that only highlights the bleakness. In 1995, Judge Dredd got its first major cinematic adaptation, and the results? Mixed, to say the least. Instead of a Dredd that was true to the comic book character, we got Sylvester Stallone playing the same character he played in Demolition Man, and worse still, he barely ever wears his helmet. Couple that with an annoying performance from Rob Schneider, and what do you get? A fun, yet brainless 90s cheese fest that is enjoyable if you leave your brain at the door and are not looking for comic book accuracy. Then there's the 2012 film, simply titled Dredd, starring Karl Urban, who absolutely nailed the role. It was a gritty, brutal, R-rated masterclass in sci-fi action, largely embraced by fans for its accuracy and unflinching violence. It showed that Dredd could work as a serious, dark and utterly compelling vision. Now, let's talk about Taika Waititi. The New Zealand filmmaker has become a household name, celebrated for his distinctive, often whimsical and incredibly charming comedic style. From the mockumentary brilliance of What We Do in the Shadows to the heartfelt quirkiness of Hunt for the Wilder People, Waititi's films are almost always infused with laugh-out-loud humour, eccentric characters and a surprising amount of heart. He famously injected new life into the Thor franchise with Ragnarok, turning a stoic hero into a more comedic, self-aware figure. Even in Jojo Rabbit, a film about a child in Nazi Germany, he found moments of absurd humour to highlight the ridiculousness and horror. And then there was Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, let's not talk about that one. His signature is a blend of improv, vibrant colour palettes, and a knack for finding the humanity in even the most bizarre situations. He subverts expectations, often leaning into the absurd to make a point. So, you see the inherent tension here. On one side, you have Judge Dredd, the grim, humourless iron fist of the law. On the other, Taika Waititi, the maestro of mirth, the bard of the bizarre, the king of quirky comedy. The immediate concern for many Dredd fans, including myself, is the obvious. Will Waititi turn Dredd into a joke? Will the dark, satirical core be replaced by slapstick? Will Megacity 1, a brutal reflection of our own society, become a colourful playground for eccentric characters, losing its horrifying edge? Dredd's appeal is his stoicism. He doesn't crack jokes. He doesn't have character arcs in the traditional sense. His internal monologue is minimal. He is the law. The idea of him engaging in Waititi-esque banter, or even having a moment of self-doubt, feels almost heretical to the source material. We've seen other directors try to inject humour into serious IPs with mixed results, and Dredd feels like a line you just don't cross. So, what does this mean for the future of Judge Dredd? Will we get a Thor Ragnarok-esque reinvention? A vibrant, hilarious, but ultimately respectful take on the material? Or will the grim, uncompromising spirit of Dredd be lost in a flurry of quirky gags and improv? This announcement is undoubtedly one of the most polarizing we've seen in a long time. It is either a stroke of genius that breathes new life into a beloved but niche character, or it is a catastrophic misstep that fundamentally misunderstands what makes Dredd Dredd. One thing's for sure, it's going to be fascinating to watch it unfold. What do you think? Are you excited for Taika Waititi's take on Judge Dredd? Or are you preparing to issue a complaint to the Chief Judge? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you next time on the Rapture Report.